Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another Diablo 2 Resurrected news update. So we finally got some information on 2.4 and Ladder, and looks like my prediction for launch of Ladder was horribly wrong. But let's go over the information that we've got here, and let's figure out what's going on. So we have a post here by the community manager Pez Radar. He says, "Hi all. We wanted to provide an update to the Diablo 2 community regarding the latest 2.4 balance changes, patch, and our very first ladder season. First, we wanted to thank everyone for the feedback and testing over the last several weeks as we honed in on various database, server, and balance changes that will be arriving with this update for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Originally, we planned to have this update out by the end of the month, but unfortunately ran into some snags. I know your first reaction may be, here we go again, which everyone has the right to say, as getting this update perfected for Ladder has been quite the journey. But we did want to explain some of the circumstances that led to this adjustment in dates, and at the same time provide you with updates on the new expected release of 2.4 and the start of Ladder to ensure all players have enough time to plan for the race that occurs with the start of each Ladder season. So what happened here? As you may recall, and he links the older article that had to do with the database issues, we've been working through extensive updates on the back end and database services for the game over the last few months. The team has been implementing these updates to the server database using learnings from PTR, Public Test Realm, and from the immense help from the community during these testing phases. Last week, we had some extended downtime for D2R, which was to implement the final batch of changes from our PTR to our production environments. During this update, we unfortunately ran into quite a few showstoppers that did not appear on PTR, but were present in production environments. Due to that, we extended the maintenance as we needed to roll back the changes so we didn't affect users and could get the game back up and running. So it sounds like they actually applied 2.4 update to live, and they had to roll the changes back because of some unforeseen issues. What were these unforeseen issues? We experienced an issue where a good swath of stashes did not convert correctly. The database unfortunately did not migrate to the new format and was not seen in PTR until we moved it to production. This was due to PTR testing being brand new to the game. There was a missing index on the database, which was causing things to go much slower in production, and this was noticeable on PTR. This then led to slow joining and creation of games. We were able to add the index, but additional time was required to look over the database performance and ensure we did not have any other slow points. Lastly, because PTR was just one single regional database, we experienced a few additional database issues on production that has multiple regions and thus didn't surface some of the errors we were seeing. Thankfully, this will be addressed in future public test realms since there will be multiple regional databases going forward. Since last week's maintenance, the team has been able to identify and address all these issues. We will be doing another maintenance for Diablo 2 Resurrected to implement these changes to production on March 29th. We expect downtime to be around 6 hours for these changes. These updates will allow for us to have an improved experience during high load times where we would otherwise need to rely on longer queue times and higher rate limiting on game sessions during very high traffic situations. With the maintenance, we should be good to go for getting 2.4 out to users. 2.4 is currently planned for an April 14th release. Ladder will follow 2 weeks later on April 28th. We purposely want to have a gap between 2.4 launch and the launch of it and the Ladder launch in order to give the team time to react to any further unforeseen issues that may arise on PC and consoles from deploying the 2.4 patch itself, and ensure the smoothest possible Ladder Season 1 start. Again, we apologize for the delay with this update, but we want to ensure that we are creating the most optimal and fair environment for the first ever Diablo 2 Ladder Season. We do have some great community events and plans for the Ladder launch, which we will be revealing in the coming weeks. So there you go, boys. Looks like 2.4 is going to be out on April 14th, if you guys want to plan for that. And the Ladder will be out 2 weeks after that on April 28th. Looks like we can start doing our vacation times and stuff for for a ladder release, which I'm probably going to end up putting in my vacation time for 2.4. And I mean, I can't really be mad. It does sound like they tried to release 2.4 during the last maintenance. That's pretty much what they said. And Mr. NiNi's now on my head. They tried to release the maintenance last time when this happened, and they had to roll back the changes. I mean, they're basically saying right here that we extended maintenance as we needed to roll back the changes so we didn't affect users and could get the game back up and running. So basically, that big long maintenance that we had, the one that was a big issue, that was actually 2.4. But for some reason or another, things didn't work out. There were 3 different reasons, and they had to roll it back. So we actually should have gotten 2.4 like last week, basically. But I mean, it's nice to have a date now. It's definitely nice to have a date. It's definitely further out than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be the end of the month because, you know, that was what we were kind of told. But, oh well. I also have the giveaway that I finished. I don't know if you guys noticed. I just want to put a drop here. I need you guys to reply. I sent emails to the winners. There were 3 of you. 2 of you have replied, but 1 of you has not replied yet. So please check your emails and let me know, because I need your address so I can send you your winnings. As always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos, and keep watching.